Suge Knight, a former rap powerhouse, collapsing in court.
Suge Knight was a vicious man, and multiple stories survive of the things he did to those that he didn't like. This is the Suge Knight narrative. With this video, let's take a look at why he received a 28-year prison sentence for his violence. Welcome to True Crime. Let's get started. Former football lineman and bodyguard, Suge Knight, later co-founded Death Row Records with rapper and producer Dr. Dre Knight, subsequently received a prison sentence for many crimes he has taken up. Knight has since had more jail time and financial difficulties. Born on April 19, 1965, Marion Hugh Suge Knight Jr. is a convicted felon and an American music executive. He was the co-founder and former CEO of Death Row Records. Knight played a major role in the 1990s commercial success of gangsta rap. The label's initial two album releases, Dr. Dre's The Chronic in 1992 and Snoop Dogg's Doggy Style in 1993, are recognized with this accomplishment, even though he could have had a successful career in music. For his role in a deadly hit-and-run in 2015, Knight was given a 28-year prison sentence. Early life. Knight, the son of Maxine and Marion Knight Sr., was born in Compton, California. He excelled in football and track at Linwood High School in neighboring Linwood. In 1983, he graduated. Knight is a member of the Bloods gang's Mob Piru Bloods group. Everything was essentially normal at first as he was growing up in Compton. However, the young man was surrounded by everything, from gangs to shootings. When he was 5 or 6 years old, he saw a murder. He discovered a dead man one day with $5,000 on him. He gave his mother half of the money. However, at the Los Angeles Rams training camp, he was picked. Knight consequently participated in 2 Rams games during the 1987 campaign. He claimed that the NFL rears slaves, and he was unhappy with the way he was being handled. Later, after being turned down by professional clubs, Knight served as a bodyguard for prominent individuals. Having gotten to know Bobby Brown and other well-known African-American artists in the late 1980s, his several jobs included everything from security guard to promoter to needing to work hard. First arrests. Knight attacked his girlfriend and slashed off her hair in public, leading to his arrest and charges of domestic abuse in October 1987. Knight is also taken into custody for supposedly stealing a car with a hidden firearm. In addition, he enters a guilty plea and is given a 2-year probationary period. Suge and Vanilla Ice. He starts his own promotion business, Nightlife, and appoints Mario Johnson as a ghostwriter. He made up Ice Ice Baby, a song that became a global hit for Vanilla Ice. It's time to inquire with Vanilla why Suge's bank account isn't receiving any cash as time passes. He engaged in a conversation with him and the guys in a restaurant. There was also a story that Knight had gone into Vanilla Ice's hotel room and had dangled him out the balcony by his ankles. Suge and Eazy-E. Knight then runs into Dr. Dre, who claims that Suge messed up his contract and offers better terms to get him to agree. Initially, Knight attempted to visit Heller at his office, but when the giant realized that he was not there, he took his resentment out on 2 of his people, making them crawl on the ground. It's not true that he was beaten up. Suge Knight, challenged to kill Eazy-E's family members, pushed the guys to sign a document relieving Dr. Dre of his contractual obligations. After failing to flee Knight's horror, NWA tried to cope with him by hiring security. Death Row Records. Afterward, Dick Griffey, the proprietor of Solar Records, assists them in founding Death Row Records by providing office and studio space in Hollywood. Although Death Row already had a headquarters, the record label desperately needed money. Michael Harry O'Harris, one of the largest cocaine moguls in Los Angeles, will provide the funding. Through a variety of strategies, he established his entrepreneurial personality. Even at this time, there were several unpleasant acts of Suge Knight. He didn't interact well with those around him. Many people said that Tupac was out of control when Suge signed him to the label. After he started to appear in several magazines, he unexpectedly stopped communicating. Many claim that Tupac started to adopt Suge's perspective as a result of his influence. Even though he hadn't been acting that aggressively before, he delved headfirst into the realm of thug life and considered the societal issues facing society. Suge Knight, however, responded by saying that he had attempted to talk to Pac to stop being so harsh and violent. On September 7, 1996, Tupac Shakur was shot 4 times during a drive-by shooting in Las Vegas, Nevada. Following that on March 9, 1997, a drive-by shooting in Los Angeles, California that killed killed Shakur's rival on the East Coast, there were allegations that Knight had been responsible and that Biggie's death was a payback killing. Tupac was killed in 1996. According to rumors, Suge Knight wanted to murder his friend in order to leave the label. Furthermore, Death Row didn't survive for very long after Tupac passed away. Suge would eventually serve time in prison for breaking up a fight on the day that Tupac was killed. Not only that, there are rumors that Suge killed Biggie, however, rejects all this blame, stating that he was in jail at the time. He was released on a $19,000 bail after the police observed him hitting a naked woman using one hand while holding a knife in the other. Then again, he was arrested in Las Vegas and charged with second-degree robbery while driving with a suspended license. Undoubtedly, Knight declines to cooperate with law authorities. Here is another brutal act. Terry Carter was killed on January 29, 2015, when Knight's truck attacked two individuals and ran from away from the scene. Filmmaker Clee Sloan was the second victim. He had head injuries as well as several ankle fractures. After an argument on the Straight Outta Compton film set, witnesses claimed that Knight followed the men to a parking lot of a burger stand and that the crash appeared to be intentional. Knight was seen running over both males on the security camera footage. Knight claimed he acted to protect himself. Suge Knight was sentenced to a total of 28 years in jail on September 21, 2018. The commander of Death Row was sentenced to 22 years in jail after he declined to refute the claim of murder committed in a fit of rage for running over the victim. Suge was given an extra 6 years, as he broke the law 3 times. This states that a person convicted of 3 prior offenses may be sentenced to a longer jail term by the court. Health issues. Since his imprisonment in 2015, Knight has reportedly battled a number of health issues. In 2017, he reportedly had blood clots and was hospitalized for blindness. He has been unable to attend his court hearings due to health difficulties. Few names are as well known in the music and entertainment industries as Suge Knight. Knight has made a lasting impression on the industry with his provocative deeds and larger-than-life character. Knight's narrative, which includes his creation of Death Row Records, as well as high-profile conflicts and legal issues, is both fascinating and frightening. Our thoughts and prayers go out to those involved. We hope you enjoyed our true crime overview of Suge Knight and why he feared as he serves 28 years. Be sure to be a True Crime subscriber and hit the bell icon to never miss another true crime video. Leave a comment and a like to show your support. Until next time, stay safe, and if you have a true crime story you would love to see, please be sure to leave in the comments below. We look forward to seeing you in our next video.